cool to see how much you change because even if like you go a 6 month period of consistently lifting weights and like changing your diet, even if you do that for 4 weeks, honestly, like you're gonna notice a difference in your body composition.
Hello and welcome back to The Wellbeing. My name is Madison.
My name is Rachel.
And today we are doing an update on things of like wellness things that we have found helpful recently. I did get my DEXA scan and we realized that we still haven't reviewed it. And that was promised to you guys and a couple of other things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a coffee chat catch up day.
it is. And
Yeah,
Rachel's going to keep us on track because
I'm
God knows
I'm
that's
I
not
got the
me.
schedule. It's also a little late in the day for coffee, so I'm not gonna be drinking coffee, but I do have some water. And you have
Me too.
your
I have
Spindrift.
water and a Spindrift.
Yeah,
I
what are you
haven't had
drinking for
coffee.
water? We could talk about that. Like, what do you drink for your sparkling water?
Spindrift is the one with the least PFAS in it.
Yes. And
So I've been using
also
that.
Dram.
Dram and Spindrift. Dram, I think, is like officially PFAS free. But ones you
Hmm.
can get like at Target, I guess people are
Yeah,
boycotting Target. So at the store, Spindrift.
at a
But
normal
Dram is
store.
so good.
Dram is amazing. And I also feel like it might not be available unless you're in the Colorado area. But when you were in California, did you see it anywhere?
Uh-uh.
Okay.
But
It
we
might
have it
just be,
here at Whole Foods in Jackson and at some like cute little stores in town.
yeah, like smaller. Like we have it at coffee shops here in Fort Collins, but then it's at Whole Foods. So that might be like if you're not from this area and you want a really good sparkling water that's literally amazing, Dram is your guy. And
Yeah,
look at Whole Foods. It might be there.
totally. Everyone's favorite, I want to say, is Topo Chico, which I get. They have the greatest bubbles. But that one has the most. I am like
Too
a
fast.
bubbly water connoisseur. That one has the most PFAS in it. And so
Mhm.
I would not be drinking that if I were me.
It feels like a very bougie thing to order. You know what I mean? Like it feels like a top shelf bubbly water.
100%. It's a nice
Yeah.
bottle, like
Yeah.
they do the whole nine.
Yeah. And they have like that mixed or not mixed drink or like alcoholic seltzer too, don't they?
Oh,
Have
they
like
do, but I
Topo
think it tastes
Chico.
like sunscreen.
It
Back when I used to
definitely,
drink.
I thought you were gonna say back when I used to like eat sunscreen or
Be
something.
fun? No. I'm just kidding.
No, no, never. It's not, well, everyone to each their own. To each their own.
I think it tastes like sunscreen.
I don't like it, but I also don't like any seltzers or like energy drinks
Mm,
or anything that tastes like something fake is in there, like something.
that's fair. Like
Yeah.
sucralose or artificial sweeteners.
Yeah, like
I
energy drink something.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
no,
know.
I'm not about
Mm-mm.
that. I do really like what is it called? My gosh. Like the Ollipops.
Yeah, I
The
actually like
Coke
those.
one. The
Yep.
Coca-Cola one is like if you need an afternoon pick-me-up, that is my jam. It has 75 milligrams of caffeine, which I think a cup of coffee is like 200, so just a tiny bit. But if you are sensitive to caffeine, you will not sleep. Like my mom was at my house and I was drinking one and she's like, "Can I have a sip of that?" And I was like, "Yeah, for sure." And then she drank the rest of it, which is totally fine. Like I had
Mm-hmm.
more in my fridge. And then she texted me, she's like, "I haven't slept." It was like 3 in the
It got
morning.
her. Oh
She's super sensitive to
no.
caffeine. So do know that it is some of them are caffeinated. Just read your labels as
Yeah.
always.
They also have a lot of fiber.
They do.
Like a lot.
Mm-hmm. Like
Um,
10 grams.
yeah. So if
They
you
know
drink
it.
two, you're gonna be like also probably noticing something's a little bit different for you.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Which
Yeah.
we should be aiming for like 40 grams of fiber a day, which is honestly
A
a
lot.
lot.
That's kind of a lot.
That's hard to get.
Is there fiber? There's fiber in dates, isn't there?
I don't know. Do you eat a
Oh,
lot of
okay.
dates?
I don't know. I have been lately, like a
You
lot
trying
of
to like give
dates.
yourself an out? Let's see.
Um,
Fiber and dates.
I've been trying to snack less. And
Oh
so
yeah.
I'll like grab a date and put some like natural peanut butter on it
Ooh,
and
yeah.
it curbs my snacking for sure.
2 dates, I would say 1 gram of fiber.
Okay.
So not bad. But if you eat a cup of dates, that's 12 grams.
Okay. That's
It's
quite a
also
bit.
like a lot of sugar, but they're so
It's
good.
a lot of sugar. But I also
You
feel
know
like
what?
one or two like is enough. Like I don't need like I'm
Totally.
never gonna eat a whole bag of dates because I just that
No. My
doesn't nobody wants that.
favorite, no, that's aggressive. My favorite way to eat dates, I have two things to say, is this is going to sound weird, but I swear to you it's good. Slice it open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Peanut butter is a great option, but butter,
Mm.
regular butter with salt. Try it later this afternoon. Text me.
Wait,
It's very good.
like not
Butter
melted?
in a date.
Like
I swear to you.
not melted butter.
Nope.
Okay.
Ice cold butter
Okay. I
with
am down to
salt.
try it. Absolutely.
It's good. Try it. And then the
Amazing.
second thing is my favorite source of fiber is avocados.
Okay. That's a good one.
It's so
Avocados are
easy.
great. Yeah. Yeah.
Like I just like
Yeah.
scooped half one in my mouth this morning, not in one bite. But you can just eat it out of the shell. Like it's so
Yeah.
easy to
They're
just
so good.
you have to chew it like leafy greens.
Yes. Yeah. That's very true. They also like taste like if your body is
Amazing.
missing something, like they taste very satiating.
I love an avocado.
Yeah.
I'm such a Californian. I saw a video of someone peeling an avocado the other day. It was like, have you seen the emergency contact trend where it's like, this is my emergency contact, and it's like an embarrassing video of your husband? I could never, because my husband doesn't do anything embarrassing enough for that, because he's just like an all-star human being all the time. But I wish I could participate in this trend, but I cannot. However, people participating in this trend are very funny, and it's like someone peeling an avocado, and I'm like, what are you doing, bro? And it's like getting everywhere. They slice it the wrong way. It's like a whole thing.
Like thinking that they need to peel it in order to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. No, I have not heard of this trend,
I'm gonna send
but
it to you. It's very funny.
of course I haven't. Like I'm very out of the trends, you guys. Like Maddie keeps me up to date on things. But I do, if I had to submit a video of Joe, I have this one of him. Like when we first moved into our house, he had so much stuff from his parents' house that it filled this
Oh
entire room,
yeah.
like bins. And so one day we were going through it and we found some like nunchucks. I'm like, why do you have this? And so he
It's a
like got
great
him
one.
out and he was like using them.
He
Um,
knows how to use nunchucks.
I mean, I wouldn't say like I wouldn't say he'd like teach a class on it, but like they were moving,
They
but
were whipping around.
that'd probably be my video. I'll send it to
Honestly,
you.
it's a pretty good emergency contact. If you
That's
are in an
actually
emergency, that's like an A+ situation.
that's actually so true. Like this is like, yeah, this is legit. This is
Protect
who's
this
coming for
house.
you. This person with these
Mm-hmm.
nunchucks. Although we did get rid of them, I'm pretty sure. So,
Is it
um,
numchucks or nunchucks? I have no idea. Okay, then we have to move on.
we have to know after is it nunchuck?
I have no idea. You say numchucks and I say nunchuck, I think.
Girl, you're right. It's nunchuck.
Am I? I really thought you were right.
No, no, I'm not right. Guys, cut
In
that,
case
cut
you're
that, cut
wondering,
that. It's
it's
nunchuck.
nunchucks.
Yeah, it is.
Fascinating. Okay,
Uh,
now we know.
Um,
Welcome to the podcast. You'll learn pronunciation of
you didn't know.
basic
I'm gonna put this in the title of this one. Nunchuck.
nunchucks.
Great. So let's talk about your DEXA results because that was forever ago, and I would just want to know your experience and what you learned.
Okay, honestly, getting a DEXA scan was an A+ experience. The DEXA scan situation near me is that there isn't a DEXA. But I was at the gym one day. If you've been listening to this podcast, you already know this, but I was already at the gym and I like was looking at this screen that flashes just announcements. It'll be like spin class on Thursdays or ski fit on whatever, stuff like that. Um Anyways, so I saw on it said like DEXA scan January, whatever, sign up online. So I went and signed up. It was really easy. I think it cost me $110, I want to say. And then the guy is coming back in June for people to get follow-ups, which is cool. And then I've also been able to refer a bunch of patients to there. It was at the rec center, which is like a great place to have a DEXA scan. So in the morning, the guy running it, I talked to him a bunch when I was getting my DEXA scan, and he is from Salt Lake, and he basically just like drives his truck to wherever it is requested. I assume mostly probably in the Salt Lake area, but um it was called DEXA Body. Pretty straightforward situation, and it parked outside the rec center. You go inside, checked in just like you would for a normal appointment. And it was literally a DEXA scanner in the back of a van, which seems definitely kind of sketchy.
I feel like you sent me a video though, and it was
Yeah.
like
But
it did
it
not.
looked legit. Yeah, it was
It
like
looked,
plugged into the
yeah,
rec center. Like it was fine.
yeah.
Um anyway, so when I was there, I just the guy checked me in, and I laid down and or went to the van. It was -10 outside, I think, so I was like running to the van. And um I just literally laid down and I said, "Can you take a picture of me? Because I have to send it to someone," which it's really for this podcast, but that's not awkward. And he did. And then you just literally lay there. And it's a bunch of pictures of you like sliced, basically. Um, and it was easy. It didn't hurt, obviously, maybe not obviously, but um
Do you remember how long it took? Like of
maybe
you
10
laying there?
minutes.
Okay. Like laying still for 10.
Yeah. So it is x-ray. So if you're pregnant, you're not supposed to get one. Just like an FYI, so you can get one before you're pregnant and after, but not during. And it even had this sign in there. It was like, "Are you pregnant? Congratulations. Like, please don't get a DEXA scan." Um, it is two x-ray beams at different energy levels, basically. So you get a really precise measurement of bone density. But not only does it do bone density, but it also does lean mass and fatty mass.
That's
So
like so cool, I think too.
which is really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like for example, I don't think I should need to read you guys all my results, but I have in my
No,
phone.
well, obviously whatever you want.
Um but it gives you like of each part of your body like total mass in pounds for like your arms, your trunk, your legs. Um and yeah, then at the end it gives you a bone mineral density score, which is really why I did this. And the bone mineral density score, -1 and above is considered normal. -1 to -2.5 is potential osteopenia. And then -2.5 and below is potential osteoporosis. Um, and then it has like a percent of the population and Z scores and like all these statistical things on it. And I really had to like go. I had an appointment after this, and so we didn't get to sit and talk through it. But he's like, it's pretty self-explanatory, which it is. But then he was also like, you can also call us if you have questions about it. But my bone mineral density score was far above, like above and beyond normal. So that is also a positive thing that I learned. And I think being right around 30 is like a really good time to just get a baseline, because
Mhm.
I know my mom got like gets one every year like through her doctor, I want to say, writes her prescription to get one. So like, and I'm always asking, and she's like, "No, my bones are doing great, like nice and solid." So as you age, you just want to know these things. But it was
Mhm.
super easy. I will post a video. I do have content from it, but I will post a video about it on our
Well,
Instagram when this comes out.
yes. Okay, perfect. Also, like you start losing bone density. Like we're no longer in your 30s, you are no longer
Yeah.
just normally like putting on bone density and bone mass. You have
Mhm.
to be training in order, like walking and loading your bones and muscles in order to be putting on bone density. So like
Yeah.
you might be listening and be like, wow, like you're only 30
Mhm.
or whatever, or I'm only 29 or 30, but it's still like right now is such an important time for you to start prepping and making those lifestyle changes in order to prevent loss of bone mass. And also like if you
Yeah.
are older than 30 and you're like in your menopausal years too, like you can always put on more bone mass with a
Totally.
change in training and starting to like resistance train and also like nutrition wise. Like you're not, once you lose it, you're not stuck. You can always make changes, which is amazing.
100%.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's just helpful to refocus sometimes and like have a goal if you learn the numbers.
I totally agree. I think it's so, so helpful to have a baseline and know like if I need to get better at this or maybe I just need to maintain this, whatever, is so, so important.
hmm Yeah.
And I think it's underrated to be able to do that.
Yeah, I think it's really valuable information too. And
Hmm.
yeah, it's cool to see how much you change because even if like you go a 6 month period of consistently lifting weights and like changing your diet, even if you do that for 4 weeks, honestly, like you're gonna notice a difference in your body composition. Like you're
Hmm.
gonna notice a difference in how your clothes fit. You're gonna notice a difference in like definition of your muscles. And even if
Hmm.
you're not like outwardly, like if your goal is to lose weight, even if you're not losing weight, you're gonna notice a difference in how you feel, your energy level, your body composition is in like 4 weeks, which like the first
Yeah.
two are the hardest of like making changes. But after that, like it's kind of crazy how quickly your body responds to
Hmm.
like a change in stimulus. So
I totally agree.
that was me nerding out on how the human body is so cool.
No, I mean, it's kind of amazing how quickly your body it changes really quickly when provided appropriate stimulation. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. I think
It's
everybody
crazy.
says too, like, it takes forever, like it takes so long to get back in shape or like it takes no time to gain weight, but it takes so much time to lose weight.
Hmm.
And I think I don't know, like honestly, I feel like that's an unfair way to think about those things because your body
Hmm.
will respond to what you do. And yes, like it might seem like it's taking longer because it's definitely harder, but like your body will respond. And generally, like if you can note, even if you can notice differences in a month, like
Hmm.
even you can like lose weight in a week. You can gain like some sort of strength in like 4 weeks. Like that's insane. Like that's actually so fast.
That is true.
Yeah.
And even if you don't necessarily see it happening really quickly, it oftentimes is happening. And I think that that is the most important thing.
Yeah. I agree.
Anyways.
Definitely. Cool. Okay.
So,
Well, thanks for
yeah,
sharing
it
the
was a good
DEXA.
experience
I'm glad
and
you had fun.
I recommend everyone get one. Like it's usually pretty affordable. I know that they're cheaper in bigger cities. Like obviously I live in a place that I call not even a real place. Like Jackson Hole is not a real place. Um and every time I tell someone I'm from here, people are like, people live there, and it's like, yeah, people live here. But it's not a real place. So obviously things are oftentimes a little more expensive here just because it's inconvenient to live here. But $40 to $60 I've heard in other cities, which is really cool. And it gives you just so much information to go off of. And I think it's an easy thing to do.
Yeah,
It wasn't didn't
definitely.
hurt, like just had to lay there. It was
Yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah. It helps. It's one of those things too where like it just puts you back on track a little bit of like your day to day or like your life or like your workout routine. It's like, why am I doing this? And it's like, okay, like to literally like build growth on your bones and prevent like something from happening later on that you're gonna have to deal with. And it's just like
Yeah.
a good
Yeah. I think we need to remember the
centering.
statistic that if you are an older adult who breaks their hip, there is like a very, I don't know the exact percentage, but there's a very high possibility that you will pass away in the next year. So, having enough bone density and reducing frailty in order to obviously like practice your balance and make sure you can stand on one foot for more than 10 seconds and things like that to prevent falls. But if you did fall and nothing bad happens, I mean, falls are always not good, but nothing like urgent happens, that's always a positive thing as well.
Yeah. I think we get so I I felt like this up until recently, like the latter part of this year is where you just feel so busy and like you have to like work extra hours at your job, even like if you're not being paid for them. But then like after work, you're just like, I'm so busy like all the time. And work is like the busiest thing ever, but I have to do it. I have to work these extra hours. And I think, I don't know, just lately for me, I feel like I've just really been like recentering on my health because 20 years from now, I'm going to be like, why would you work 2 or 3 extra hours a week, 5 extra hours a week, like at this job instead of like prioritizing going to the gym every day? And I know everyone's situation is different and you can assess that for yourself. This is me talking about my life, but it's so worth it to give myself like that peace of mind of like going and doing things that I like at the gym and like making a difference every day for my health. And then I feel like I succeed better in other areas of my life if you just start that one thing. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents. I feel like you'll never regret starting when you start and like taking care of yourself because it'll just make the biggest difference later on.
Is next? What's next on the schedule you have so
I
graciously
know.
prepared for us?
Beautiful, beautiful schedule. We chatted a little bit about this last week, but just want to touch base on our new sauna that we got.
Ooh, yeah.
It's been about 3 months and it is super cool. For those of you guys that haven't listened, it's called a sweat tent. And so basically, like we were trying to decide if we wanted a barrel sauna or like an infrared sauna. There's like pros and cons of both, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those being price, some of those being like EMF, whatever, if you want to get into that.
Yeah.
And then like space in your home. I really wanted something that was like outside in nature was important to
Mm-hmm.
us. And then I really loved the idea of just using like wood and having like a wood burning stove versus something like
Mm-hmm.
electric. And so it was really nice because it was like a really affordable price. I think it was like 1,500 for everything. And then
Wow.
Joe built out like a little wood floor and like a wood bench, but you can also buy those things too. I think he like is woodworking. So he was excited to do that. But we've been doing that like probably about 3-ish times a week.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just been so fun because after work we'll like go do it. It'll be like checkout time. So like no technology in there, no phones, no
Mm-hmm.
anything. And it's just like a really cool time to connect and just like listen to the fire and talk about stuff that, like maybe we wouldn't normally talk about if we're inside like kind of working but also like making dinner. So yeah, it's been great. I feel like I've been sleeping amazing. I've been
Oh,
feeling
good.
really great. um and if you guys are looking into getting a sauna, I think that this is an amazing place to start. I know like some of the infrared saunas from like Costco. One of
Mm-hmm.
our friends has one and they came over and tried ours, and theirs from Costco just like doesn't get quite as hot
Hmm.
um as ours does, and also like it takes a long time to warm up.
Mm-hmm.
So pros and cons again, like kind of what you want, but I think and that one's like maybe 2,000 from Costco. So honestly
Yeah.
like an amazing deal. No regrets.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And we have a code too for I think $100 off. And I'll put it in the show
Which is
notes.
awesome.
But
Yeah, please
yeah,
put it in the show notes.
really loving that as far as especially just like something to do at night, like after work or like on a
Mm-hmm.
Sunday morning, just to like something really healthy and like
Mm-hmm.
a connection. So I've just been
Heck
loving
yeah.
it for mental health.
I love a sauna. We have I think you guys know this. We have a cold plunge, but like we disabled it for the winter because it is so unbelievably cold here that you can't
Even
even put it in the
fathom.
garage. Like it will explode.
Oh my gosh.
And like
Yeah.
it's not ideal. So, um, but D yesterday was like, I think I'm gonna set up it's like 65 degrees today. So
Oh, amazing.
it is getting to be warm again.
Yay.
Um, but he was like, hear me out. I think I'm gonna set up the cold plunge again. And I was like, yeah, heck yeah, like we should soon. So excited about that. But my point is that we got a relatively affordable like blow up one. And I think it was 1,200. I should get a discount code from them. Um,
Yeah.
and it's I mean, the whole thing is great. We love it. It's a good deal situation, but that seems like a sauna seems so much more difficult and like almost out of reach is my point than a cold plunge. Like you can
Mm,
literally just get like a tub and fill it with ice. You don't need
yeah.
like a filter and all this stuff, but like you can't just build yourself a sauna.
Right.
But with that, I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
sweat tent.
10 out of 10. Love.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Yeah. So yeah, that's been like a fun health thing that we've been doing lately that I've just really, really been loving.
Mm-hmm.
Other thing that I wanted to tell you that maybe doesn't like fit into the podcast as much, you guys, but I just wanted to tell Maddie is
Mm-hmm.
that I finally finished Onyx Storm.
Oh my God,
And if you
finally.
don't know what that is,
You can fast forward
it's
like 2 minutes or 5 minutes if you don't know what that is, but continue.
yes. Yes, don't listen. But basically, if you're somebody that reads like the Fourth Wing series, the new book Onyx Storm came out in January and like I finally finished it, but Maddie finished it in like 3 days.
Correct. I don't think I
Yeah.
did anything but read for 3 days.
Yeah. I have been like
Finally.
milking like the last 20
I
pages because
mean,
I just don't want
how
it to
could
be
you not?
over. And
Yeah.
I asked Maddie about it probably like a couple months ago, and she gave me a face of like how it ended. And then I was like, oh my God, I don't want to finish
And do
it.
you understand my face now?
Yeah, absolutely. I like turned the page and I'm like,
Oh,
what the heck? Like, where's the rest of the book? It's just done.
correct.
It's just over. Um, but
She's
yeah,
yours, or it's yours.
if you
Mm-hmm.
guys are
Yep.
looking for a book to implement into your bedtime routine, highly recommend Fourth Wing.
100%. But
Hmm.
you have to be good about personal boundaries because I didn't put it down.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you will like whip through it for sure, which is a really fun book to read, like
It's
when you
so
get back
good.
into that. Yeah.
It's so good.
Honestly, I
It's just
read
like a silly read. Not silly, but silly. Not
it's
serious.
so good. And um I also like Joe also read the whole series.
Amazing.
And we both finished like we were reading this book at the same time, which is like crossing a new line, like level of weirdness. And I'm
Of
not
marriage.
excited about it. Like very weird. But we were reading the book at the same time. Like I always fall asleep first and then he like
Yeah.
reads it. But anyways, he finished it as well and also loved
Oh,
it. So just saying,
so
it's for
good.
everybody.
It's for everyone. It's just like a if you want to feel like heartwarmed, but also get your heart ripped out at the same exact time, like that is the book for you.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Okay, so just want to
both of
update
those
on
things.
that.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God,
Um,
so good. Yeah, no spoilers. Good job. Go team.
yes, no spoilers. It'll be totally fine. Um, I want to know about things you are doing right now for like social time. How do you implement like social time into your life?
That is a great question. How am I implementing social life in or social stuff? Um, I last night was at book club. I stayed up far too late, which is not my favorite thing, but honestly, I feel like the last couple of weeks I have been making sure to connect with people via like an outdoor activity. And it is winter slash it's like becoming spring. And my outdoor activity of choice, in case you don't know, is skiing. And so if you know about, I mean, that is my outdoor activity of choice. And most people here do it. So it's not hard to like convince people to do that with me. But I do love an outdoor activity for being social. And then I met one, two, three new people last night, which we're recording this on a Thursday morning. So if you are watching this on YouTube and you see how tired I look, that is why. And like I don't even drink. I just stayed out till 9:30 and I was like, you guys, I have to go home. Like this is not my normal bedtime. Um, and my first reaction was like, I don't usually meet like a lot of women at one time.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just like maybe there's one or two new people. Three people I don't know. One person I did know, who's great. And I was like, I almost texted D. I was like, almost like, I'm kind of like scared. But like, shouldn't be. They're just people. So meeting new people, always a good thing, but I understand the social anxiety aspect is my point.
Yeah, yeah, I get
I
that.
love socializing outside. That's my
That I think is so
preferred
fun.
situation. Yeah.
Yes, like going for
Mm-hmm.
a walk,
Go for a walk.
grabbing a
Yeah.
coffee,
Mm-hmm.
grabbing a sauna. Super fun.
I wish. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love a coffee date. Like, I think it's underrated.
Yeah. I agree. There's
It's
something
better
about like the
than,
short hangs of like
I feel like it's more
catching up.
recharging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't need to go to a full dinner with everyone all the time.
Yeah. Agreed. And learn everything about all the things. Yeah.
Except
It's
for
fun to
you.
just like catch up, except for, yeah, our podcast meetings that turn into like 2 hours
I mean,
accidentally.
if you guys want to know, we sat here for 45 minutes talking before we recorded this. So, and we're still talking.
And we have all the chats. Yeah. Some of it we can say, and then, yeah, some of it we don't say on the podcast, but
Anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Anything
What are you doing to
else?
socialize? No, you have to tell me. You're saunaing with
Oh,
everyone?
I've been
I
doing
need some new ideas.
similar. I've been doing like going for a walk. I've been doing more like a sauna. I've been
Love.
doing um we work with some of our friends' babies a lot.
Oh,
So
that's fun.
we go meet up with them and do that. Or like Fort Collins is very like brewery forward, so we'll like go meet for a brewery and sit outside. Just like, yeah, just like the outside aspect I think is huge.
Outside.
And then I have a
Yes.
friend too that lately, like we have a hard time matching up our schedules. And so we've been just sending each other like a 5-minute video every week of just like what's going on, or every few weeks
I
where
love
we're
that.
just like, yeah, catching up. And then we get to like chat, and that's been a good way to reconnect because I feel like sometimes it's hard to catch friends that live so far away. So that's been
I
fun.
totally agree. I
Hmm.
also love a voice note.
Same.
Love a voice
Yeah,
note.
I do too.
He last night was telling me how it's not his favorite format, but
Does he
like
ever send them to
no,
you?
I don't think he's ever sent a voice note in his whole entire life. But like I'm in a group text with like one of my best friends, him and me. It's like a hilarious group message, and she sent like 6 voice memos, and he's like, I don't like this.
Did he just like he like doesn't listen
No,
to
we
him?
listened to it together,
Amazing. I'm
and then
gonna
we
send
reply. But
one to our group chat.
oh yeah, do it.
Like our four. I'm gonna have
Be like,
Joe send
hey, heard you don't like these, so I'm sending one.
it. They are
He
the
loves
best
that.
though. Like I get like they're not needed all the time, but like there's an appropriate time and
Yeah,
place where they work amazing.
I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah,
Okay,
agreed.
what's your next question?
Next question, and probably last topic,
Mm.
arguably, we've kind of hit everything, but anything, which I mean, any tips, anything that you're doing right now, like for getting more protein in your day or hitting your goal protein?
Yes. First thing in the I say this every time we talk about protein. Eat your protein first thing in the morning. If
Yes.
you're a person who eats a mostly plant-based diet, you probably need even more protein because it's not
Yes.
complete proteins. We talked about that on our protein episode recently, but um I just do it first thing in the morning. Like
Yeah.
have eggs on toast with cottage cheese and a protein shake in your coffee.
Hmm.
Something along just do it
Yeah.
and you will not be sorry.
I think
Because you stay
too,
full and feel like
yes,
you
I agree.
feel more regulated the rest of the day. Anyway.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think like something that I've discovered recently, which like seems not recently, but in the last year, maybe that seems like a little bit like obvious, maybe, but
Mm-hmm.
if you like to drink coffee in the morning, make sure you eat like a good amount of protein with it.
Yeah.
And also, like, if you're somebody that like works on your computer all day, I think it's hard to get up, drink coffee, not eat anything, go get stimulated
Oh
by
my
a
God, yeah.
screen. And then you're feeling like I feel like
Like,
I am, yeah, like buzzing out of my brain. And then,
mm-hmm.
especially like if you go to a coffee shop and you get like a like cinnamon roll or something like that, like
Mm-hmm.
that definitely has made me like really feel just not well. So
Absolutely. That's
the
such a bad
protein,
feeling.
yes. So if that is
Oh,
you and you're like, why do I feel like so crazy every morning?
yeah.
Um, try eating some more protein.
Breakfast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's
Love
really
it.
helpful. Yeah.
How are you eating more protein? Just in the morning?
Um, I have been eating a lot of Greek yogurt, like a lot.
Love.
Yeah, just the
You
plain, like plain
5% or 0?
5%.
Me too. It's so good.
I like it way more.
It's so much better. If you're like, I don't like Greek yogurt because it has that tangy taste. You're eating 0%.
Yeah,
You
I
gotta
like
eat
the whole milk.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do that with
Yeah.
berries and then like some fresh honey, like just like drizzled on
Yes.
there. And that's like my favorite. Also, like if your fruit isn't good, I've been doing like frozen cherries, which is
Mm-hmm.
really good. Um, but yeah, I think Greek yogurt has been a really good
Frozen
like
cherries.
boost.
Those are so good for inflammation too.
They're
So
so
good.
good. Yeah.
So
Just
good.
let them like thaw a little bit, but then they're a little bit frozen and it tastes
Yeah.
like the best
I've
thing.
also raspberries are my favorite berry slash fruit, like by far my favorite.
Hmm.
They are so expensive. Like I understand why they're so expensive. I get it. I've seen a raspberry farm. I'm here for it, especially organic ones. Frozen raspberries, so cheap.
Yeah,
So you know what I've been doing?
that's so smart.
Taking my frozen raspberries, putting them on a pan. I don't have a microwave. Putting them on a pan and
Same.
heating them up.
Oh, smart.
They become like almost like syrupy or drizzly. So if you're just like trying to eat raspberries, it's not the move. But if you're trying to put them in yogurt, it is
Mm.
absolutely the move.
Are
Because they
they
get like
warm or just like room temperature then?
they get like a little bit warmer than room temperature, but not hot. Like it's not
Okay.
gonna do something gross
Okay.
to your yogurt.
Okay.
So good.
Yum. Yes, I
Literally
want to try
amazing.
that.
Like a bag of frozen raspberries is like $4, which is like 7 cloches of regular raspberries,
Yeah,
which is saving you so much money. Because raspberries are
so
so good, but
much.
they're so tiny.
Yeah, that's so smart. Yeah,
They have so many antioxidants. They're so good for you, and they won't spike your blood sugar.
they are so good.
There's a million
We love
reasons
raspberries.
to eat
Yes.
raspberries.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's been my protein hack lately.
I love it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Greek yogurt. I'm here for it.
Yeah. But yeah,
Okay.
I feel like that's all that we have for today.
Thank you so much for listening. We will be back with another topic next week.
Yes. Thanks for
Bye.
listening. Bye.